Well, you really can't celebrate like you used to. Not with the price of being out nowadays. Oh, Nigel McGuinness, what are you like? I'm John Renton with my review of AEW Collision from Wichita, Kansas. Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Except Dorothy, I totally said we're in Kansas, Wichita specifically. And Dorothy, aka Judy Garland, what the fuck are you doing here? You died decades ago. Oh, Judy Garland, what a tumultuous career and life you had. Rest in peace, Judy Garland. Judy Garland, nowhere near the show, as I just said, with the aforementioned death that happened a while ago. This show had memorable moments. Good memorable, bad memorable. It was certainly a show where you're like, holy goddamn crap. Tony Khan basically channeled Harvey Birdman. Everybody get in here, threw a bunch of stuff at the wall just to see what stuck, and then decided to say, I'm going to throw more stuff with blackjack and hookers and more stuff and jump starts and everything, and let's just make matches on the goddamn fly. Is Tony Khan okay? Is he okay? The show wasn't dull, I'll give it that much, but it was almost too busy. So anyway, yeah, Wichita, Kansas, 15K capacity, and they had, 3,500, 4,000 people. WrestleTix is pretty good about getting these figures, and I hope they had a decent walk-up. It's cool that they were in Kansas, because Kansas actually does have a rich history when it comes to professional wrestling. Going back decades, Google it, kids, you might be very surprised how many wrestlers actually made a living wrestling in Kansas, and traveled through Kansas, and decided to carry on their wayward son and go to a different state altogether, like Nebraska or North Dakota, and Don't You Cry No More. Okay, that really doesn't quite actually summarize the lyrics all that well. Anyway, pre-tapes with FTR, Starks and Bog Bill. I'm calling him Bog Bill because of the stupid shoe print there, and that's basically just it. And then Swerve is attacked by AR Fox. Okay, that's right. One person will appreciate that. And then they go into the intro music. As the pyro is going off, Swerve and AR Fox are fighting on the stage. Probably should have timed that better, because that pyro is a little bit scary to wrestle around. Anyway, so yeah, AR Fox. Oh, wait, I already did that. Took on Swerve with Prince Nana, and he swerves when he drives, and swerves when he drives, and he swerves when he drives, and he swerves when he drives, and he swerves. Okay, that's a Disco Inferno dance. And Prince Nana actually is beneficial to professional wrestling, unlike Disco Inferno. So, the Mughal Embassy showed up later. I can't help but call them the Mughal Embassy, even though I like Khan, and Toa Leona certainly is a big lad. So, a big superplex to a break. And AR Fox fires back, a DDT off the ropes, a twistplex, and a 450 for 2. Then we get more moves. We get a lot more moves. A lot more. And then we get the swerve stomp, 1, 2, 3. And then Nana swerves when he drives, and they come out alive as they swerve when they drive. Okay, sorry, I can't help but do. There were a lot of people doing that at Wrestle Dream. It was kind of entertaining. So, then as Nana dances, FTR music, big pop, and then they fight the Mughal Embassy, and then Starks and Bog Bill show up, and then Rush's group shows up. Basically to hype up the 8-man tag that we already knew was going to happen, and this reeked of WCW, and not good WCW. I have nothing against some of the key components here, but this felt weird, just a weird way to hotshot the goddamn thing. House of Black we're watching on in the stands. A pre-tape on MJF and Daniel Garcia. If we get, serious Daniel Garcia, then maybe that will actually be an enjoyable match. So anyway, then MJF and the Gangbang Gang cut, pre-tapes. And the Gangbang Gang are not going to be on Collision for a bit. Oh, God, I won't have to hear Jay White on a particular show for a bit. Gee, God, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. There are people that like Jay White, and that's okay. I just am not the biggest fan of him. I have nothing against him as a person. I just don't find him interesting. So Lexi's with Kip Sabian. I don't know why he just had the sleeves, the leather sleeves. I don't get it. And it's going to be Kip Sabian and the Workhorsemen, J.D. Drake, and Anthony Henry. I think it's Anthony Henry. I apologize if I got that wrong. They say, hey, Mark Briscoe, find 2 other guys and challenge us. Okay. And then we are about to get a tag match with the Kingdom of First. Dasha! It's a streetcar named Desire. And then, as Nigel said, and then Roddy's like, I'm going to do this for my best friend, Adam. And the crowd says it because the crowd's in on the joke. And then the Kingdom beat up 2 guys. I don't know who the guys were. They mentioned their names a couple times, and I'd never seen them before. Nothing against them personally. Stuff pile driver. There you go. Roddy then runs in for a spot because he's not actually hurt. We know he's not hurt. And a Christian Cage package to hype up the 6-man tag coming up. Mark Briscoe is back. FTR are very happy. Rest in peace, Jay Briscoe. Lance Archer then took on Darby Allin. Jake the Snake Roberts is back. Large lad versus small lad. Darby is bound to determined to die by the age of 40, I am convinced. He took he took his bumps like crazy. I don't know why. He kept fighting back. Archer. I like Lance Archer. They don't know what to do with him. They will have him lose and then attack afterwards. It's just... No, he's no spring chicken, but he is valuable as far as his look and value as a big monster, and they just don't know what to do with that. He's still got a number of years left, even with the surgically repaired back that he has, and the fact that he's north of or close to 45. But he still keeps himself in great shape and survived a hell of a goddamn neck injury when he, did that moonsault that landed badly against Eddie Kingston. God, that was brutal. But anyway, we get the release suplex on the goddamn ramp. We go to break there. Darby tries to fire back. We get some more moves. There's a choke slam on the apron. Why? Just why? Jake the Snake Roberts attempts to sneak with all the grace of a freaking zebra that is dead, trying to hit Darby with the skateboard. I have literally seen comatose people move faster. I know Jake Roberts has health issues and he's almost 70, but goddamn. But then maybe it was just a way to get Archer more time to lay into Darby. Oh, wait. Darby lost to an Avalanche code, or Darby won with an Avalanche code red. So good job there, Jake. And then Jake tries to cut a promo comparing Darby to eggs. I think Jake the Snake Roberts probably could try eating a few eggs. He could try eating something to help with that goddamn voice. Which I know has to do with drugs, but Jesus. He's got other friends. The Righteous are here. And then Vincent says stuff. And then Darby gets laid out with the blackout. And then we have Statlander, along with Sky Blue and Willow Nightingale. Lexi is there. Statlander forgot her pants is all I noticed with this. Sky did it for Willow. So no doing it for The Rock, she did it for Willow. Honestly, it's a better storyline than I did it for The Rock. So, yeah, Willow's like, oh, we're all friends, it's fine. Alex Abrahantes says, the Lucha guys tore the house down on Rampage. I did actually watch that match, and it was just like spamming video game stuff or whatever. Then Swerve and Nana show up, and it's going to be Penta and Swerve. And Swerve has nothing to fear but Penta himself. That was a good line, actually. And then the Acclaimed are celebrating their 69th day as Trios champions. Nice. I'm not going to summarize every single thing, or I'm not going to try to go into detail on this. Beyond the 69 balloons, and then you really can't celebrate like you used to, what with the price of eating out nowadays, which was a really good... I wonder what Nigel was thinking of. What was he thinking of? Is he with one of the women, on the roster? A genuine question, because he seemed to have a lot of on the brain. No, I can't whistle. And then we get so basically, MJF sends a pre-tape to Max Caster that he appreciates him taking a bullet for him. And he doesn't love the Acclaim, but he's starting to like the Acclaim. Yay, scissoring. Billy says a lot of stuff. How am I going to 69 everyone in this place? Damn it, Max. All that. And okay, it's going a bit long, but it's fine. I mean, the crowd's into it. And then Dalton Castle and his boys show up. And then this took a bit where there was this trophy to celebrate their 69 days as champ, I guess. And Dalton Castle breaks the trophy straight out of the Bret Hart to Bad News Brown Mania 4 playbook. That is a deep cut. It was also a long event. But anyway, that actually happened, by the way. It was a Mania 4. I think it was Mania 4. So they did that, and then Mania 5, they were back at Billy teaming up, him and Neidhart. Dalton Castle and the boys show up. And then we get a brawl. And then Tony Khan makes it official. It is the Acclaimed and Billy against Dalton and the boys for the trios titles. Why? Why? Why not? Why not build this for a week? I don't get Dalton Castle. I don't think I ever will. Even though he's talented, I recognize that. I don't get it. I don't get the gimmick. But this was rushed, and a mic drop pinned one of the boys. Okay. Lexi is with Andrade Oli Olio. He will give his answer to CJ next week. I think either next Dynamite or next Collision. I really don't care, because that means I have to see more CJ on my television. Kip Sabian and the Workhorsemen took on Mark Briscoe, Dustin Rhodes, and Keith Lee. Dustin at this point is less than natural, more than natural. I appreciate what he's trying to do and still working hard, but there is no way that he's got more than a few matches left in him. And, he's healthier than he ever has been, but just... Lee is from Wichita, Kansas, apparently. And I got nothing against Kip Sabian as a person. I don't... This is so thrown together. Mark Briscoe won with the Froggy Bow on Kip. So that's that feud done. There you go. And then Lexi sort of tries to congratulate Mark Briscoe on his victory, I think. I don't know what she was trying to say, and she probably didn't either because she sounded confused. And he wants Jay White. Okay, title shot on the line. All right, Mark Briscoe versus Jay White, and we're going to have a lot of shenanigans. What are they doing with Mark Briscoe, and why is he not competing for, singles gold, and I'm not talking the world title? Why is he not competing for, try and take down Samoa Joe and win the TV championship or something like that, or do something? Of course, Willow gets a pop, and then Nigel mentions something about how Bryan Danielson's waiting for the swelling to go down with his orbital bone. He's going to open a website for people with the same injury. It's going to be a site for sore eyes. I hate how that pun made me laugh. How it made me laugh. I would never make bad puns, ever. That would be very Eiffel to do. Let's move on. Willow took on Emi Sakura. Emi is not a bad worker. Emi is an uninteresting character, and Willow won with the Doctor Bomb. I don't have anything else to say about this. I just don't. I like Willow. I just don't get Emi's character. She's been there for a while, and I've just never seen the appeal with her. But Willow won. Keith Lee and Samoa Joe having a match. Samoa Joe's the longest reigning Ring of Honor TV champion, and it's going to happen on Dynamite, so they're loading Dynamite up. JR joins for the main event. It's Starks and Bog Bill and the Mughal Embassy. Khan and Toa Leona against FTR and Rush's group of Rush and Preston Vance. And then Preston Vance and Bog Bill started, and it was like the blind leading the blind. Oof. The match just dissolved into a bunch of moves, and FTR tried to keep it together, and Starks is good. Bill really is about as good as he's ever going to be. Khan is not bad. Rush is a decent enough worker. I don't think we're going to live long enough to see Preston get better. It was building like Starks and Bog. Bill, I can't help it, the shoe print. Starks and Bill and FTR having another match, possibly at Full Gear. We'll see. Maybe FTR wins the titles back. We get a melee. Khan landed very badly on a big rig. I hope he's all right. And bullhorns, or wherever the hell it is, in the corner, 1, 2, 3. And then Rush's group won't shake the hands of FTR despite coming out to help them recently. And then House of Black have a pre-tape up there. They have a pre-tape on the screen. Mind you, we know they're in the building because they were literally up in the building. But okay, they're doing a pre-tape. And they say, FTR, we will show you that gold is not all your life is about. Or we'll beat it into you. And that's it, fade to black. And then, oh wait, House of Black that we knew were in the building. We're actually in the building. That's how we end this. I don't even have anything against AEW, but it's just at this point, I'm going to see how Collision continues to be, because if the interest is there for me to continue to review it, I will, but it's just, there are parts of Collision I like, but it has just basically become a 2-hour edition of Rampage at times. Anyway, so agree, disagree, what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritland. I'll see you soon.